Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Today we're going to look at a video that features seam bowling. Now, I've done videos on different bowling styles in the past, and this is the latest one. This one is called Wasim Akram Magical Seam Bowling with the New Ball from a YouTube channel called Cricket Crazy. Wasim Akram. If I am mispronouncing that, I apologize. But I know he's one of the legendary bowlers and from Pakistan. And this title says Magical Seam Bowling with the New Ball. I think the new ball might be significant because if I had to guess, new balls would be an advantage for seam bowling because the seam is raised. It hasn't been worn down at all. So, because I think what seam bowling is, it hits on the ground and bounces. So that's my guess. That's what I know so far. So let's take a look. Wasim Akram, Magical Seam Bowling with the New Ball.
This is going to be some chase. One of the world's best, Wasim Akram, if not the best in the one-day game. 439 wickets, easily number one. Delivery there, straight across.
So obviously that hit and took off to the left.
The right-hander. He looks to bend it back into the likes of Nathan Astor with a new ball. He's had him LBW already in the series, and as well as getting him edging into the slips cordon. You just don't know which way it is going to move. You have to see it early out of the hand and keep an eye on the seam. Swinger.
He said the batter has to keep an eye on the seam and see it early out of the hand. Man, it comes so fast. You got to have pretty sharp eyes to do that. That's amazing.
Just from the onside towards the batsman.
You don't see that very often in cricket. I haven't seen that. Looks like baseball, just a big swing and a miss. That's what I'm more familiar with, the more precise.
And the results will follow.
About the way he's bowling at the moment.
That's a big shout, but I fancy it's hit Fleming outside the line of off stump.
No goal.
Ball was gone, 5 for none. So Wasim Akram there, right on the off stump, trying to get it back, and it's just hit Fleming outside. Perhaps a little high as well.
Would that have bounced over the wicket?
Down the leg side. And
no.
Steve Dunn says no, that just flicked the body, if anything.
That's New Zealand, and is that a feather or a leaf? I see the New Zealand teams, even in rugby, they have that same thing on their uniform.
There's a sound.
A feather or a leaf, maybe?
Look at that seam up. Old Johanna. That's uncontrolled there from Fleming.
I like how the wicketkeeper he catches and he tosses the ball to someone else, and I guess they throw it back. I don't know if that's a tradition, if that's how it's done, but he catches and instead of throwing it back towards the bowler, he tosses it off. I don't know. I'm sure it's nothing significant. It's just interesting to see. Oh man, so I've seen them bounce both ways. So I guess it depends on just what part of the seam strikes the ground.
Oh, big shout here. At 2 sounds. And not out, 16 for none.
16 deliveries, no runs.
See here, this ball coming back.
I hear Frank Sinatra in the background.
Flies through the wicketkeeper Mo, and the Pakistanis are very interested. Wasim Akram more in the LBW, and I think Mo and Khan more in a catch behind. But you see umpire Dunn signals the height, that it wasn't out. It hit him on the pads, it hit too high.
Fleming on 8.
You know, this seam bowling, I think, is you want it to, out of your hand, you want it to continue going like this so it hits the ground where the seam is. I think that's the way it is. Now, a lot of these things, these styles, they're so, I can't even imagine how they're done. This one, I'm not sure how it's done, but I would imagine you just kind of try to let it go and straight. I mean, that's not so easy to actually do, but I would assume that's what a seam bowling method is, to release it and have it hit here and then bounce.
He really doesn't
Those
look
fielders
as though
make
he's
their
getting the ball through the way he has.
They make very good plays without letting balls get past him.
And he should have been gone there.
He should have been gone there. What's that mean? Who should have been gone?
Great delivery. Nothing you can do with that except try and miss it.
I think he's throwing what looks to be like a seam ball on nearly every delivery, but I think he's also, does Yorkers and swings bowling. So it's just, anyway, maybe with the new ball is why he's focusing on throwing mostly seam deliveries. Looks like it bounces up higher than
Wasim
lower,
Akram here.
off the seam.
See, seam up on that ball and it moving away. Excellent left-hander's line.
Oh, that's quick. There's been a total turnaround in this Pakistan effort. I
So
think back to the way
that's a
Akram
lot of
used the
deliveries
ball in
and
Christchurch.
not a single
Different
run.
man.
The whole team's turned up to play today. Wasim Akram certainly will be
look
trying
at
to
that
come
seam.
back from his off performance at Jade Stadium.
He's not happy with the landing area, it seems. 37 without
37.
loss after 9.
Okay. So I think the score card on the screen said 37 deliveries, 0 runs. I imagine that is pretty rare. I would think that many deliveries without a single run. So that was interesting. I mean, they looked very difficult to hit. When the batter did make contact, they're pretty weak hits. The fielders were right there, so that was interesting to see. So now I have seen seam bowling to go with my Yorkers and bouncers and spinners and swing bowling. So now we've got seam. So that was fun. Wasim Akram, I know he's one of the legends of the game from Pakistan. So if you liked the video, please subscribe, leave a comment. I'm sure I asked some questions while I was watching. If you could answer those, that would be very much appreciated. I'll talk to you later.